Okay, there we go. Now we're back. Sorry about that. My boo-boo. We were sitting here.
Again.
We were sitting here visiting. Here, let me get the glare off of there. There. All right. There we are. And then just go up. Right there. Yeah.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah. There we go. Woo-woo.
Much better.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. We're so glad you're here. We're changing our room. We're actually in my craft room, which is actually really nice and quiet. And Bruce can watch TV, and we can be in here. And goes this way. Yep. There you go. And then there you go. And we're getting an iPad figured out here and stuff. So anyway, this is the two sets that I'm working on this time. Trusty Tools and Grow with Love. Trusty Tools, this will be the third time around it's been in a catalog. So anyway, it's still tried and true. And then Grow with Love is a new one. And it's an online exclusive. So I'm going to do something real quick too. I'm going to take this down because it's going to wiggle. We're on my glass mat in my office, which I love. There. So we'll just stay in that area there. Because you can see this. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's start out with the Trusty Tool card. And this is what it's going to look like. It's a fun fold. And it's a happy birthday card. So I thought, instead of doing Father's Days, because there's a lot of people that don't have fathers anymore, but we all need a masculine birthday card. So I thought that would be kind of fun to focus on that. So let's get our supplies out here. And nothing in my envelope. So now I hope it's all in my... And the only thing that'll be different on your cards... You know, Barb, and I have to apologize last month. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping you figured out the butterfly card because I totally bombed on a measurement there. And I apologize if you struggled with that card. I heard a lot of people just figured it out. So that was my bad. I had some cardstock that I was trying to use up and I got the wrong measurement when I did it. So anyway, so we're going to fold on that fold line, and it's just like a Z fold. So instead of going this way, this direction, the card's going to be landscape, and we're going to fold that flat back. So this is kind of like a modified, I guess, a Z fold or whatever. And this embossing folder is like a metal, looks like metal, but it's not metal because it's... That is super hard to see underneath that bright light. It's a lot brighter in here. So we're not in my dining room anymore. So we're going to put that on the flap. And then we're going to take our print paper here. This is where mine will vary from yours because I ran out. Julie and I are both using a paper that's maybe a little bit different. Not a little different than what you have because I ran out. So... that happens sometimes. And instead of ordering a whole nother pack, we just adjust, and sometimes you'll get one. It's the same paper pack. It might be just a color, just a little bit different color. So that's what yours will look like, but mine has the gray at the bottom, which is totally fine. It's all good. Oh, where are my pre-stamps? Oh, shoot. Can you go, Julie, can you go out on the dining room table? This is so funny, you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, yep. Yeah, get yours out of the, yes, thank you. Okay, folks. Yeah, we're going to talk amongst ourselves here. I've been doing all the gardening work at our house because Bruce can't be outside with allergies. So he's been miserable. And so I... I've been out. Now I sound like I'm all hoarse, and I sound kind of miserable too, but I'm hanging in there. So we're just going to keep gluing things together till Julie comes back. Her and I, we swap cards this night that we do this class live. So she gets a set of mine, and I get a set of hers. And yes, I did the pre-stamps for hers, but... I didn't keep one for me. I didn't do mine for the... Now, you might end up having a few little chads in your little This is a die that comes in the set. It's kind of fun because it looks like a pegboard. So we're just going to layer that up. And so I was over stealing ferns today from my neighbor. I talked to my neighbor. He sold his house, and so I was over. I asked him last night, can I come and take some ferns out of your backyard before you leave? And the new owners take over. But it's not giving me a whole lot of time because they're moving in like in a week or so. I might go back and get a couple more, but so I went out in the backyard today and stole. Well, I didn't really steal. I had permission, but okay. So we're going to layer this just up. So basically, so far, all we're doing is layering here. And this is the postage stamp dies, which are out in the new catalog. And I love these dies. They're very versatile. They're a lot of fun.
What did you think of the new catalog, those of you who have looked through it?
It's a better setup than last year. For me, I will say. Here, can you get it to? Oh, get the swipe over.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah. And I guess I need to get my happy birthday out here. And then our happy birthday is going to go inside. Well, Julie and I we'll give you a review. I like the new catalog in the sense that I think the one thing I'm excited about is the 12 by 12 double-sided paper with white core. And next month, you're going to get a little sample of that with all the things that you can do with it. So that's kind of exciting. And they have made some changes that they heard people last year, and they've made some changes. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put my glue here. So, okay, if you can see what I'm doing, I'm making this is going to be my little flap, and then the card's going to stand up like this. So I want to make sure that this is down here, and then it's going to go up like that. Okay, so I'm going to put the glue on this part, so then I know that I don't have to worry about getting it right on the front. Does that make sense? Clear as mud, right? And then I'm just going to lay this, and I'm going to kind of center that in here. So anyway, I like the new catalog. You're going to see that there's not going to be as many stamps as you would probably like if you're just a stamper. If you're a scrapbooker, then you're going to be very happy. Oh, now where's my other little piece? Oh, because it's pre-stamped. Everything's fine. Everything's
but they have
fine.
Several new ones under online exclusive.
Yeah, so really where you need to look, if you want stamps, they're going to come out every 2 months, isn't it?
I think so.
I think it's every 2 months. You're going to get new online exclusives. So that's kind of fun. And so, oh my goodness, that didn't stick. So for me, I know that it's hard for some of you to go online and look at things, but you're going to get things more often than we had in the past. So to me, that's kind of a plus kind of thing. And then they've got some darling scrapbook suites, layouts and stuff like that, or kits.
And they have, they kind of do it two different ways. You can buy a kit, or you can get the product in the kit individually.
So you can get stamps
and kit. You could get each thing individually, but so they've separated that out.
So if you saw what I did there, I put my little my teeny little postage stamp one up on dimensionals, so that just holds that open and then it lays flat. So we go like this. So now we need to decorate our pegboard. Now your tools will be different because again, I cut them out for you. You're welcome. Well, actually, I have a machine that cut it out for me, which it was very fun.
You're welcome.
And they did a good job. Yes, we have a wonderful friend that's allowed us to use her brother, which is something you can take your papers and You can, well, I guess I would need ones here.
It's a brother cutting machine,
Machine.
Not her brother.
Not yet, not her brother. Yeah, her brother doesn't come over and we don't stamp them. Yeah. So anyway, so your tools will be different. But I just thought this was really a fun little layout to use that.
It's a good masculine layout.
Yep.
Unless you know some gal.
Oh, a gal. Yeah. Heavens.
Play with tools.
This would work for me. I played with tools yesterday. Bruce and he's working on a little project, so I went to work. It was go to work with your husband day. And he was finishing up and I was, they take your pick tools out there. That's okay. I'll use this one. You throw it there. So it's take your wife to work day yesterday. And I had to put all the tools away. So he tells me to put something where it is. And he says, well, wait for me because you probably won't be able to lift it. And of course I did. And I got it all in there. And then I said, oh, where's this go? And he goes, oh, it goes in the middle. And the tools all sit in the front. So I had to unload the whole truck again and lift down something that was probably too heavy to lift. But I did it twice because I wasn't going to tell him that I'd already loaded it up the wrong way. So, where's my, did I pack it? Oh, no, wait. Okay, ladies, y'all gotta have one of these. This is a birthday present. It's my little vacuum. Picks up all those little pieces. Amazon, $12. Oh, well, now I've got them all stuck to my fingers. Okay, well, we're just gonna, look at that. I have them all stuck. So we're gonna put my paintbrush, my little C-clamp here. I don't know how a C-clamp gets hung up, but we're going to hang it right there. I kind of got I got red. I tried to get everybody different colors so they would not all be the same. Anyway, there you go. So I didn't give you embellishments because guys don't really want embellishments on there. So we've got your C-clamp and your paintbrush, and there's saws and all different things, drills and all sorts of things in your thing. So there's that first card. Okay, let's get one more little piece of tape right here because this is, of course, it's not tape that won't, you know what I mean, stick. I have no idea what that was. What are you doing? Oh, fixing the floor. Yes.
We heard some pounding.
Yeah, pounding. He was pounding the floor back together. All right. Here we go. There. Thank you for getting that. That was quite a shock. That's kind of like last month when I folded it wrong and I went, oh, great. That was just lovely. Just lovely. Okay, so I need my pieces here for these, and nothing in the envelope. This month I just stuck all your things in your I didn't put them in the envelopes. Uh-oh, I lost a bling.
There's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no, these are on the card.
Those are already on the card.
Those are on the card, ma'am. There's one. Oh, there they are. I took the things out of the bag. All right. So we're going to take, this is soft seafoam, and I really like this color. I think it's very pretty. And this is with the new stamp set, Grow with Love. So if you're a gardener, this is a perfect gardening stamp. So we're going to lay this down on here. This is pecan pie. And we're going to lay that up. But I love this soft sea foam. It's very pretty. It's just kind of reminds me of chocolate chip mint ice cream.
Or pistachio.
Pistachio, yes. Okay, so then I'm going to glue this down on this side. And this is your strip of DSP. And we're going to put this down here. Next. And this is what, if you look at the A side is gold and flowers and everything, but the B side is this nice soft seafoam green. So that's what I decided to do. Use that. Okay, so this technique I wanted to show you, so you can make things just, if you're using embossing folders, you can do them up differently and not just have them straight on here. I mean, you could put straight on here, but that's kind of boring. So if you want to make it a little more exciting, exciting, a little bit different, you can tear your embossed piece, and that just kind of gives that little bit more rustic edge. And if this would have been colored, well, I suppose I could put it on the inside if you wanted to. I don't think I will, but you could. So basically, you're just going to match that up, and you're going to lay that down. So it's going to give you, now if you had ink and you wanted to ink that, you could also ink it. That would be pretty. The white embossed piece, if you wanted to have a little more definition. But so I wanted to show you a little bit different thing you can do instead of just laying your embossing. It's very hard for me to make a card that doesn't have embossing or some kind of texture on it after you do that for a long time. And this has a bunch of different, yes, these are called, what are they called? Oh my gosh, basil, rosemary, thyme, and mint. Herbs, there you go, herbs on it. And so this is the mint one, and the other ones I actually cut the letters off of them because I didn't want them on the card. So you can dissect your stamps if you want to. And if you ever get a red rubber stamp that you find is giving you a lot of halo, just take your scissors. Pretty much all my red rubber ones, I cut them back before I even use them because they're quite generous with the, I'll show you on this one in here. They're quite generous with the, the rubber on it. So, all right, so we're going to cover up that mint so we don't have the mint on there. Oh, here. Yeah, there we go. I probably don't even need to have it plugged in, to be real honest, but thanks. Okay, so as you could see, when I laid that down, I want to go over my mint with the little banner, You're on My Mind. And, but I don't have, I don't want to put it up on dimensionals because I already put the tag on dimensionals, or this on dimensionals. So I'm going to just put it, the part that hangs off, and just put a little bit of adhesive, whatever your favorite kind of adhesives. So Julie, what do you like about the catalog or don't like about the catalog? You can be different than what I said, obviously.
No, I think I like about it that it's easier to find stuff. They have things that are alike grouped again, like all their embossing folders, all their...
yes, you don't have to hunt for them.
You don't have to hunt and peck for things. So all their ribbons together, you know, and their DSP is together, and I like that.
It didn't go over well last year.
No, it did not.
So they did listen.
Yeah.
People were very upset.
Yeah. It's fun to see the scrapbooking stuff in there.
Yeah.
I think probably the only thing I'm, that I have to get used to is that there doesn't seem to be as many stamp sets in there. But again, they're doing a lot of that online.
And it's a
you
lot.
Go to the online exclusives and look at them. And that way, again, they're not stuck with...
the same stamp set for a year.
Yeah, they can change more out.
Yeah.
So they kind of have their base ones, their basic ones, and then they can come and go. And plus their 2 mini catalogs that they put out a year. Yeah.
So it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
In that sense.
So other than it's something to get used to again.
But they're it's kind of more like it was originally before they changed so many things.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put this one up here because it's the big one. I like these dots. They've got a little bit of gold shimmer to it. Dresses it up just a hair. And we're going to put one down here. Okay, so that's card number 2 with You're on My Mind. So this would be a good sympathy card, or just a, hey, I sent a card to somebody just saying, hey, I haven't seen you for a while and thinking about you. And I got a nice little note back today, so that was kind of nice to know that it actually got there and got a response back. So now, if you wanted to, not that you have to, but if you're a person that likes to use all your pieces, you could put, I'm not going to do this, but if you wanted to put it in here, your little part that you took off, you could put it down here. I'm not going to do that, but you could if you wanted to. Put it on another card or jump up and down and whatever. So anyway, so that's card number 2. And I love the detail in these cards of the stamping. It gives you your shading and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so then we did another one with this
3A.
Yeah, 3A, and I told Julie, I says I gotta do 4 cards this month because this goes on that one. Because I wanted to use the there's a little, I'll show you a little gift card holder, and I wanted to use it, but it didn't go with this layout that I was doing, so I wanted to show you. So this is the 3rd card, because, you know, overachiever. It was real hard. I used some celebration paper and was able to do that, so that was good. All right, so as you know, Julie and I like to put our little paper in here just in case you get a card, and then you can rip this part off and put another piece in here and use it again. And then some of your papers are going to be different in here. This one just, like, you could even do it this way if you wanted to, but I'm going to do it with the other side. And we're just going to layer. And I used Everyday Arches on this one, and Julie's highlighting that too this month. That's an online exclusive. So as of today, you should have gotten an email with the PDFs yesterday. And then I sent a little blurb in our Facebook post today about a new thing started today, that there is no more host codes for Stampin' Up. So what that means is they are going to be passing on the savings to you. You no longer have to spend $150 to get 10% off. You only have to spend $20. So every dollar after that $20, you get 10% discount, which is awesome for customers.
On your next order.
On your next order. But you can bank them.
Yeah.
For as long as you want. So, I mean, they're good there. They don't go away. And it'll pop up. The only thing that you have to do is you have to opt into the program. So if you're already a customer, you just have to go into your profile and opt in to get the reward, or to the special deals. So I went in today and placed an order, and now I don't know whether this is just because I'm a demonstrator, and it came up, but it worked great. So I was able to get my bonuses. So so it just kind of collects in there. And if there was something big you wanted to get, let's say you wanted a big shot, or not big shot, a stamp cut machine or something like that, it would, cutting and emboss machine, or if you want a paper trimmer, or something bigger, then you can save those up and use it towards that. And it'll just automatically, when you say yes, you want to use it, it will automatically come out. So it's kind of nice. It's not a lot of work. Finally, something that's not a lot of work. Okay, and then, so if you see, this one's a mint. I used the mint again, but these are this is rosemary, and this one is rosemary, and this one is thyme.
Is there any parsley or sage?
Nope, just mint. Basil.
Parsley,
But I say
rosemary.
basil and thyme. No, yeah. Okay, so then I'm going to put some mini dimensionals, and I did give you some mini dimensionals, I believe, in this card. So I can't remember, that was a little while ago. And I'm just going to put the dimensionals, and I don't really need to put anything in the middle because it won't matter. They're just going to tuck out here on either side. I'm going to drop that down a little bit so it kind of evens up the deal. And then we've got some little brass butterflies, which are so pretty. These are actually big enough to, I know your garden must have butterflies, so this garden had to have butterflies. And so there we go on that. And then I did give you a little strip of DSP that was left over. So I'm going to take that and I am, oh goodness. I find those little things, I swear, all over my house. Now I know that this goes this way, but I'm going to actually, oh yeah, no, I'm going to do it up and down. Just because of the way I had to cut these. So I'm just going to stick it inside here. Little decor here on the side. Just a little something, something. And go like that.
And you don't have to write as much.
Yeah, you don't have, yeah, so you're down to a little bit less. So that's, and this is Summer Splash. No, this is Shy Shamrock paper. And I did the ink with Shy Shamrock too. So yeah, so there's card number 3. And then in your
3A now, it's
3A and 3B. So in your, and these papers will be different because I did run out of paper. Oh, maybe this is where I put the minis. I think I put the mini, yes, I put the mini glue dots in here.
No,
okay. Dimensionals in here, sorry. Dimensionals, whatever those thingies are called. I tried to explain in the PDF how to do this, but it's pretty self-explanatory because there is scoring lines. So you just fold on the scoring lines, and there's 2 different ways you can do this. I did it 2 different ways. Now I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't really, it's okay if this is a little poofy and not worry about getting it super flat because a gift card will fit in there a little bit better. But basically you're just going to do your folds and score it on there. Now, this one, I put the little flap on the outside, but this one, I'm going to put the flap on the inside. So basically all you have to do, I'm going to do it this way because I'm left-handed. I don't know why that would make, I'm going to do it with tape runner, and I'm going to just run it right next to that edge. And so if you do it this way, you don't have to do any more gluing because that little bottom will stay. Oh no, I guess you do. Sorry. Here. I put a little glue on there. You do want to put a little tiny bit of glue down here to shut this up. How in the heck did that get caught up already? There we go. We're just going to glue that flap to there. So this one's like that. Okay. And then I just love this paper. So I thought it could go, my thought was is you could stick the little gift card in this card if you'd like, or not. So then I did a tag, and then I thought, okay, I don't like it just plain, so it needs some little zhuzhing. So we're gonna put some little, this punch is going away, I'm very sad. The bow punch. We've had it though for 2 years, so I guess it's time. But I really like making leaves with this, and it's just so versatile. So I thought, okay, we're gonna put a little bit of something, something here. A little bit of decor. And then I put, actually the mini dimensionals are for the back. So I'm just gonna stick this down card. Because we have to make our little, for a great friend. If you don't have friends, then give it to the person at the grocery store. No.
Leave the tag off.
Yeah, I leave the tag off. Okay, so now you have 2 little dots, and we're going to take our mini dimensionals, and I just cut them apart, so hopefully you got enough. They're kind of futzy because you're left a piece. So you're just going to glue those in the center of your, oh, everything's sticky now. I'm going to stick one here in the middle. I'm going to take another one. This had a die for this, but I just used a hole punch because the die would have been a nightmare to do for everybody because there's 2 little dots and it was kind of crazy. So I chose just to do a single dot because they have another dot that you can put in there to make it look like an eyelet. I said, Okay, so we're going to take our string and we're going to put our string down here. And we're going to lay that down right there. And we're going to take this and we're going to wind it around there and wind it around here and wind it around there. And then you have your little closure for it. Okay? You can make it longer if you want, or put it down farther if you want, or whatever. But I just thought that would be kind of fun. So some of you will have this paper, and some of you will have this paper. So that was just because I ran out. So what can you say? So there you go. Those are my 3.5 cards. And Julie is up.
Okay, so I'll put these here.
Yeah.
So you can look at those for a second. Those
Yep.
are the 2 card kits or card sets that I used.
Okay. There you go.
Just have to switch chairs.
Yep.
Of course, you get the glare. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
I'll hold them up so you can see them without the glare. Textured notes and everyday arches. Now they do have the everyday arches, and they've added some other stamp sets that fit in the arches. You know, that
There's
just
a
give you
birthday
some more
one.
things. Yeah.
It's
So
cute.
just to
Birthday cake.
keep that in mind. Again, that's in the online exclusives. Okay, so
Yes.
let's start. Let's start with the, I don't know. Let's start with this one first. I changed this.
It doesn't look anything like
Yeah,
that.
and the paper's all different that you might have because, you know, you only get so much paper. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, I changed it to a thinking of you rather than hello. So you can use it as a sympathy card or just a thinking of you card. And you can take your extra arch and put it on the inside if you want to, but you don't have to. So, okay, let's see how to make it. And all your stuff. Oh, well, silly me. Oh, I did, okay. Again, your paper might be a little different than what you have, than what's shown in your pictures and stuff like that. This is kind of a cool, it's obviously waves, but it gives you definite movement like clouds and stuff. So I'm gonna just glue this down. There's a couple ways you could do this. You could do dimensionals so that the whole thing is raised. You could just let the dimension come from the embossing. But one thing I thought I'd try tonight, instead of putting dimensionals around this, I'm going to put dimensionals on this part and see if I like it. So I'm just going to glue this part down. But again, you could use, dimensionals on this whole thing so that it's raised too, if you want to. Okay, so now the best way to line that up is to maybe line it up on the, on the table there. Okay, so that's down. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this so that that to me is going to just highlight that particular part. That's my thought anyway. And just using up all our little dimensional bits here. Oopsie. Never had to do that before. Huh. Paper's peeling. So this, I think, will give me the dimension I want, but just to highlight it even a little bit more. There we go. And then that just kind of gets centered right in there. Like that. You can put more dimensionals on it if you want, but I don't mind that. And again, you can put this on the inside of your card if you want to. If you want to trim this off, you can too, but the card itself is white, so it shouldn't show too much. So this is a pretty easy card to put together, but I liked it for its simplicity. So then just glue this to the card front with a little bit of a margin. And there you go. So what I might do, just for fun, instead of on the part that I'd write on, maybe I'd put this over here, or I think I'll leave it off. Anyway, so that's card number 1. So pretty easy. And then you can, I don't know, make this into another card or whatever you want. It's your card. Okay, the other everyday arches that I used was this one, and this is a fun fold card. It was just kind of different, and I thought it was kind of cute. So get it all out of the plastic. Should have done that. And there. Okay. You should have a little bee on there. The picture may not show the bee, and I did put it on. I put it on a glue dot. So anyway, so this one opens up like this, and then this pulls out. So you'd write your message in here, but your message won't show. So, and your paper might be a little bit different than what's here, but everything else should be the same. Anyway, so let's make this one. Okay, if you want to start with putting your flower on there, I'll just put. I would really be sad if they didn't have dimensionals because I use a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
There. Okay, hopefully that won't show.
And they didn't go up in price, so that's nice.
Yeah. There were some price increases, paper particularly, but in the new catalog.
Which is really not a big shock,
yeah,
to be real honest.
Anyway, so there's my flower, and I'm going to even put my little bee on here, but I think I'm going to put him on the top up here.
So the key's in the car. My key's in the car. So. Oh, my purse is in it too, but it's hidden in the thing.
There we go. I just kind of rolled it up so that it wouldn't. There, my little bee. Okay, now I'm just going to center this onto this arch.
Are you centering it?
I'm centering it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so that I don't have, you know, an awkward margin. There we go. And that part's ready, so I'm just going to set that aside for now. Okay, we have a white piece. We have our envelope with nothing in it. And we have our yellow piece. You're going to make another Z-fold card, just like Barb did on hers. So it's going to be folded in half and then fold this part back. There. So it's going to be like this. So this is going to adhere to the inside of your other card, and it'll open inside. Okay, this white piece is going to go inside this yellow piece right here, and that's going to be where you can put your message. Like so.
Take a picture.
I just gave you this just for fun. If you want to put this in here, you could do that. If you don't want to, have to write a big message. Okay, so fold this one in half. And so that's going to open like that. You're going to take this piece. You're just going to put your glue on this back flap. Like so. And center it in here. Like so. There we go. And then you're going to close that up. Close this up. And you're just going to put your adhesive on this yellow part right here. I'm going to use the snail. So, you know, don't get it on your flap. Well, you can if you want, but you might not like the results. So, and then you're going to take your arch and just fit it in here like this, and then you have it all centered. See, isn't that handy?
Oh, so nice.
And then you might have to wiggle it a little bit, but there you go. Just like that.
And where did you say you could put the other one? you want me to?
Oh, I was going to say you could put it on the inside if you wanted to, but then you have no place to write.
You could put it on the back side.
Or you could put it back here.
No, you put it on, what if you put it on the back side of this?
Oh, well, here.
That's kind of pretty.
That's kind of pretty. Well, except for then it won't open.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you might want this to open.
Never
mind.
mind.
Don't do
do that.
Anyway.
No.
So there's that card. My bee's in a funniest spot. Oops. But
now he's on your finger.
Yeah, he stung me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there you go there. Number 2. Now card number 3, and this is the one with the textured notes. And the textured notes dies that comes with it are pretty cool. They're all the squares. Here, I'm going to show them to you. I think they are in here. So they're yes, thank you. They're rectangles and not squares. But see, you get a whole thing of different.
And we might be using these periodically because they're kind of the only rectangles we have left now. So you'll see them again, I'm sure, in the near future.
Oh, and the trimming thing.
Oh, here.
So, like, see how this has got a whole lot over here?
I'll show you how to.
I would trim that off, and then I don't have as big a chance of getting a...
So basically,
Yeah.
So basically, you're not cutting the rubber, you're just cutting the red rubber. And you're just going around here like this. So don't be afraid to do this because it will save you a lot of headache
rings.
Yeah. So see, I'm leaving the foam underneath, but I'm just trimming that down so you're not going to get that halo on there. Mm-hmm. And these stamp so beautifully that they're just.
They stamp with a little bit more detail than
they're a little more detailed than the photopolymer ones.
Yeah. So all your bits should be in your envelope.
Yeah, I did no envelope bits this time.
I did bits of envelope.
I did not. I put them. I tucked mine all inside.
And then, okay.
I was just showing this.
I've got all my bits, and then this is what your card is going to look like that. And I didn't put an inside in here simply because it's light enough to write on without.
Yeah.
So,
it'd be pretty with a brown pen.
This white, this brown, and this white are all, and this one are all done from the dies. So it's kind of a cool die.
You can plug it in. It'll be fine.
Oh, it's
there.
Okay.
Yeah, we got enough cheese. Okay, there we go.
All right. So go ahead and fold and burnish, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Nope. Oh, I almost blew it. Oh,
I'm so sad. You screwed up like I would have screwed up.
Oh, I did give you some bling on that one. So you have five of these little strips. 2 of them are the same, so you just flip one over so that it's different. Does that make sense? See, that one's the same.
You'll probably see this paper again too.
Yes.
In the near future because I bought a lot of it, so I'd have to use it in another month.
But we'll use the other side. No.
Yeah.
So I'm going to glue the top one and the bottom one down first, because then that will help me space out the rest of them in a perfect world.
Perfect world.
Which I know we don't live in. And I don't always get them perfectly spaced, but it's better to me to do this and try and space them than it is to try and, without having to lift them up and unglue them and redo them. And okay, so there's 3. Now, these are the 3 that are the hard ones for me. Cool, I'm going to turn this one here. Okay. Put this one here. And you can put them in any order you want. That doesn't matter. And it is kind of cool paper, though. And you can use any side you want. You don't have to use the same sides I'm using If you like one side better than the other, then go for it. There's that one. Oops. That's fairly even. And
well, Bruce is off to his first baseball game of the season.
oh boy, of the Grands.
Of the Grands.
Oh, see, now that one's kind of off. So I should have probably laid it down. And you know what? Why didn't I do that? Lay it down and mark it. But no. I wanted to take a chance.
You put stuff on top of it anyway.
Yeah, it's not going to matter.
You're not going to see. You're not going to even see
half of that.
Nope.
Okay, so then we're
It's a
going to
handmade
take.
card.
It's a handmade card. We're going to take our white printed. And onto our early espresso little frame thing. And then that's going to go right on here so you don't even notice the odd spacing.
Yeah.
And you can do dimensionals if you want to. It's totally okay. Now on this, I might go ahead and put a one in the middle just to kind of give it some support, but it doesn't matter if you do or not. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's because it has a little piece of paper there. Okay. I always like experimenting with these little corners.
Yeah.
Call me strange.
Well, and the minis have a really good border. Check out
Oh, yeah,
that
they have a
border
huge
on those.
border
They have
on
a
those.
huge border on theirs. So you can cut those if you need strips.
So I'm just
Really
going to
nice.
take one and put it in the middle.
I saw Kathy was on there. And Kathy, I'm so bummed I didn't get to see you.
Oh,
I was at where Kathy was going to be the next day. I was there Friday and she was coming on Saturday. And I was so bummed I didn't catch up with you, but maybe next time. So.
Okay, so then that's just going to be centered on there.
So this could be a masculine card.
This
too.
could be
Or
masculine.
somebody said one of the gals when we were stamping Fridays is going to leave the happy birthday off and use it as a sympathy card.
Yeah.
Which is another.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just a real
And then
neutral. It's a real neutral.
I just flagged this, and you know how you can cut up the center and then from corner to corner. I've been fairly happy with that method of making flags.
Well,
if
there
I have
is a
to do
punch too, but
but if you don't have that punch,
you don't have that punch. It's
and then
yes,
this is just going to stick out a little ways from behind the. Oops. Come on. Oh, sorry.
yeah. I just been laying it down.
So you could, if you didn't want that stamp and you had a stamp, you could stamp on the back.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Or just write on it.
Or just write on it. Or just leave it blank.
Yep.
So then that's going to go here. And this is one of those where if you want to put a dimensional on the end to hold it up, you can do that. This is where some of these little bits help. If you don't need a full size one, they can come in kind of handy that way. Oops. Oh, good. I did it right. Okay, and then the rest I'll just put glue on to hold it. I think I put it on the right end. Yes, I did. Okay, so then that's just kind of going to go wherever you want it to.
Kind of go where?
Kind of go wherever you want. And then I did not give you a glue dot for that. I apologize.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I used all my glue.
On the
Oh yeah, I used all my glue dots on the bees.
Oh, I see.
So it wasn't because I didn't want to share with you. I just
It's actually on the bowl. There you go. This is the backwards one.
yeah. Okay. I was just making sure I took it from the right end.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got our bow, and I just kind of tucked it right in there. And then you can trim off your ends however you want. I might leave them long. Okay, and then just glue this down. Oops. Onto your card base. I'm going to go this way because this was a little bent down here, and I'm going to hide that by covering it up in a perfect world. There. Just like that. And then your bling. You can put the bling on or not. It's totally up to you. I don't think I will.
Oh, put the bling on.
Okay, I'll put the bling on.
You got one with, one without.
I have one and one without. So I might put one there. And right here. And the other one can go on the happy birthday. There. So that's what it's like with bling. Or if you'd rather use bling than a bow, if the bling is more masculine to you than putting a bow on it, leave the bow off. It's, totally your card to do with whatever you'd like. All right, so those are my 3 cards. Wherever they went. This one. This one. And this one. With the arches. And then this is this one. This one. And this one. She got a couple fun folds and a fun gift card holder.
Right. And then here is a sample of the new ink colors.
This is Timid Tiger.
Yep.
Strawberry Slush.
Yep. Darling Duck. Lane.
Darling Duckling Lane. This one
is Cloud something.
Cloud Cover or
Cloud something.
And this is something else.
That's the one I haven't learned that one.
I haven't learned that one either.
The dark one, but
I think it's a splash of some kind. But I could be thinking of Summer Splash. Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, but they're kind of they're pretty, but they're different. So it'll be another one to get used to.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Summer Splash used to be an old color in Stampin' Up! Before Julie and I started.
Oh, yeah.
They're bringing that one back, so.
Cool. Anyway.
That's that. And then gifts.
Gifts. We have some gifts for Julie. We have some bling. These are great because they're flat. So we'll get those in the mail to you. And for Linda Rudy, we have some dimensionals. Who doesn't want dimensionals? For Nancy, we have the embossing folder. This is the Starstruck embossing folder. So that's a great thing. For Carrie, yay, Carrie.
With a K, not a C.
With a K, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
Anyway, Carrie.
Yeah.
Some bling to put on some cards. And for Kathy, we have this stamp set. And you can use this either for scrapbooking or for cards. So, yay.
Yep. And then the only other change that we're going to have next month in your card kits, we'll get an updated calendar for our card classes. And we just have
for June through December.
Yeah, June through December.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah. And then the only other change that, because Facebook has changed is we will be sending the link out to a YouTube of this video. This video will be up for 30 days, and then YouTube or Facebook is no longer letting us
store them on there.
Yeah, store them on there. It will delete in 30 days. So I will work on getting that up for you, and I will email you the links. So every month when the PDFs go out, the YouTube link will be there, or you can just go in Loving What You Do Stampers. Our channel is there, and right now there's two YouTube
videos. Two videos.
Well, yeah, but two Facebook
videos
of our last two classes. We're not going to be able to go back and do the last 5 years of this. So
Sorry.
we're going to try to go back and capture as many of them as we can. And, but right now the last 2 are up and they're there, and those won't go away.
But
So
we do have records of the PDFs. So.
Yeah, you have the PDFs. Those are always emailed out to you. If you can't find them in your email, it comes from Love What You Do. Look in your junk mail or whatever. But those always go out every month. So just let us know if you're missing anything, have any questions. We're excited. Next month is going to be more online exclusives and some new things out of the new catalog. So and then remember your host codes. If you want to opt in, no more host codes, but you'll get product, what do they call it? Product rewards right away. So, yeah. So,
and if you ever have any questions, holler.
So
between the two of us, we'll get it figured out.
Yeah. Oh wait, Janice says, "Well, I have the punch and don't know how to use it correctly." Which
The
one?
punch.
The punch. Oh, she's talking about doing the flags on the end of the thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe one of these
We'll
days
do a
little
we'll do a little demo on that. And the other thing that if you have this stamp, if you have this punch, you can use this punch to flag with. This one right here. If you have this one. It's retired, but if you have this one, it works great for, you just put your paper in this way and you flag it. So that's kind of a fun deal. So, all right. We love you guys and hope everyone has a beautiful, wonderful Easter. And I think the sun's going to be out, so that's good. And we will see you next month.
Yeah. Take
Bye.
care.
Bye for now.
And thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.